All right, everybody is here. How you doing? We have Yvonne. How are you, Yvonne?
Great.
Very good, very good. How about you, Deidre?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been
Very
saying I'm gonna join, and I was like, let me actually join this time. It's been months.
finally.
Yay.
Finally. Look
Set
like
my
you're on a
alarm.
tropical beach right there. I like
I
it. I
wish I
like
was. I wish I was, but this is gonna just help me.
it. You've done a Zoom or two before, huh? I got you. I got you. I love it. I love it. Nicole, are you recording it?
Yeah, we're already recording.
All right. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. So, um, we have Jeff on the line. Hi, Jeff.
That's right. What's up, sir?
That's right. That's right. It's a long time coming. Now you're in it.
We're here. We're here, man. I'm excited. Let's see
Yes,
what
sir.
happens. I don't know what to expect in this call, but I'm assuming I'm going to find out here momentarily.
That's right. That's right. And just so everybody knows, oh, Nicole, thank you for your back end work that you're doing right now. I appreciate it. Uh,
Always, always. Yeah,
I
we were just
appreciate it.
getting acquainted with everybody.
Very good. Very good. So if everybody we'll start with Yvonne. Tell me a little bit about what you want to do in real estate.
Um, I mean, I would like to just be able to eventually like buy houses and rent them out and just have some extra money for my future for my son. That's about it, really.
Okay. All right. Good. Very good. The real estate could definitely do that for you and will definitely do that for you. You're in the right place. What about you, Deidre?
So I just want to get some information so that I can actually overcome my fear of real estate. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm on the end of fear as opposed to entrepreneurship and home ownership. So I would just like to gather more information so that I can become more comfortable.
Okay. Very good. Very good. What about you, Jeff? I know you're a broker and whatnot, but tell me what is your goals in real estate?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I am a real estate broker, real estate agent. Market slow, retail market slow. So my goals is to track down pre foreclosures, track down those homeowners who are in a bit of a distressed state, and
Mhm.
connect them with some investors who can pull them out of that, and we all make some money.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. What about you, Nicole?
I just want to continue on the journey. I've been learning from you and really I'm looking to get, a first few deals and kind of, expand upon what I'm already doing. I have one rental right now that I'm working. I have
Let's
a
all clap it up. I mean, she just vocabulary said it, but we got her a rental, right? So
yeah.
primary, we got her renting. Okay, so she's making extra
Yes.
bucks. I want you to be proud of that. Come on,
No,
all right?
you're
People
right.
go
You're
their
right.
whole lives without having a rental,
That
so
is a
pat yourself on the
thing.
back.
We don't celebrate ourselves. So thank
It's
you. I
Yeah.
appreciate.
major.
Yes, it is a big deal.
Major
And it's my
accomplishment.
goal for growth. It really is my goal for
Very good.
growth.
Very good.
So, I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got her up and running. Um, taught her how to vet tenants. So she's very good, excellent at that. And that's all about the process. Real estate has so many different areas, right? We're only going to talk about the specific skills that you will need in order to A, take over deals and get deals done in a slow market, right? B, have that extra income coming in so you can support and also live, right? I did this to live and be free, right? So that's Deidre, you worked with me a long time. That was the key. You could be making $100,000, but you're not free. You could be making $90,000, but you're not free, right? So I wanted more freedom, and real estate definitely gave me that. I moved down here about a decade ago, and I was able to do so much with my children until they went to college and the Marines. And that was basically because I had real estate going, period. Right? My job would have never allowed me to deal with my son, because those sons, when they get a certain age, you need to be around them. You get what I'm saying? And you had to fight for them a little bit, advocate for them. I would not have been able to do that because, and same for my daughter, I would not be able to do that while they were finishing up middle school to high school and whatnot if I did not have real estate. So it really, really helped me out. And just real quick, I found a little bit of money. All right. So I want you all to remember, right? That's what rentals are, right? You get through your day, you get through your life, and then boom, all the rents hit at the same time, right? Now it's your responsibility to also manage money right. Okay. But we're gonna go, that's a whole nother episode right there. We're just gonna jump into it. So the first step, I'm gonna do a little different. Okay, a little different. I've been researching and reading so how it could be the best value. I could show you how to find houses anywhere in the world, period. And I've done that. I've done it for myself. I've done it for other people. I have a $3 million portfolio of real estate, just me alone, right? And again, all those lumps and bruises, and that's not a brag, that's just a conversation, right? The conversation is very simple. I realize you could have all of your networks. You could have all the right people around you. But if you don't have this mindset, right? A mindset is the key. So I want to stop this right now and share with you one thing. I want everybody to close their eyes for 3 seconds and just imagine where you want to really be and what you feel like when you have in real estate. Money's pouring in. You've got the best deals. There's no slow market for you because you know how to make opportunities out of nothing. I want you to think for a second. Take a deep breath. Feel it. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel the epic life that you really want right now. Just feel that. One without stress, one without worry. One without limits. How do you all feel?
Amazing.
Did you feel something? Did you go to that place? All right. That is the key, the mindset, feeling that, right? I remember distinctly, I went and looked at a property on Beachside and I said, oh, I'll have a Beachside property. And it was a year to get it, but I definitely got it, right? So it doesn't matter where the property is, how big it is, there's no money, right? It doesn't matter, right? You're going to learn a set of skills that will teach you how to get deals done no matter what the cost, okay? So I'm excited. So we're gonna go real quickly through. We got mindset. So I want you to take some notes about just the mindset, right? You have to think about it. You have to say opportunities are all around because it is. People ask me, how did you get this house for 122 when it's worth this? Well, I knew that this was a code lien violation. These were utility liens. I know people didn't want to touch it, right? Seller didn't even want it anymore, right? I knew just what to say, what to do, and how to help that homeowner sell something that nobody else wanted to sell. Nobody else wanted to list. Nobody else wanted to buy. And that's how I get deals, all right? Now, again, just a mindset, right? You have to believe that it could happen. I promise you will, okay? And I'm going to share with you the skills, like I said, but I want you to believe that it is already happening. Michael! Welcome. Thank you for joining in.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Very good. We had a little mindset, little institute right there, little thinking. We're jumping right in, but I want you to also just imagine where you want to be with real estate right now, and then we'll jump right in. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I have a question before we
Yes.
move on. Would anyone want to share, where they went in their mind? Like, what
That's a
does
good
that
one.
look like for you?
Yvonne, where did you go?
For me, future-wise, where I would like to be is to have a bigger land where I can plant and grow stuff and just be more one with nature, actually. I mean, I love this house that I live in, but what I would like is to have not necessarily bigger, just same size house and just have a bigger plot of land and just be able to grow my own stuff, because my backyard is kind of small. But that would really be it, really. And just to have money in the bank to be saved, and like I said, to bring generational wealth, for my family.
Very good. Yeah, I'm taking
Beautiful.
notes because we're going to get you there. We want to share and give you the opportunities to get there. Earlier we were talking about all of these, I was talking all these concepts with these guys, and I realized, wait a minute, the mindset has to be there. We have to feel it first. Okay.
Mhm.
What about you, Deidre?
It took me to a place where where honestly freedom is, it was just like free, meaning I felt money come in, and not just money, just like um money is freedom. So I imagine collecting my rentals and renting from head to toe. I actually had a little bit of an imagination of not an Airbnb, but a place that I decorate that others can come in and live in. So
Mm.
Because you're an artsy person, so that's the truth. You want to make it, you want to make it an experience for somebody. That's a
yeah.
beautiful
That
thing.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
God didn't give me that talent to decorate. I need some of that. Pass it over.
There you go. That's what this community is about. You better pass it over. Put a hand in the group. There you go. What about you,
That's
Jeff?
why my walls are bare, sad to say, because I don't know what to put up there.
One of
I
them
do.
gonna get you right. One of these young folks are gonna get you right. Don't you worry. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah, kind of remind me what the question was.
Oh, where did you go when you had that moment right there?
So we took a second, Jeff. I don't know if you heard, and we were just talking about, in the future, if you had all your ducks aligned and you had your real estate dreams come to fruition, what would that look like for you? But more importantly, what would that feel like?
Yeah, what I felt was a little bit of a relief from not having a daily consideration of money and where's the next deal's coming from. I mean, for the longest time, I was set. I had enough rental property income coming in, everything was paid off. Well, I sold a bunch of stuff, which sounded like a great idea at the time, but what I realized is it's a lot nicer to have that 1 to 2 thousand coming in a month than it was to have that 50 to 70 that came in from the sale. So I wanted to have that familiarity feeling of having, X amount of money coming in guaranteed each month.
Yeah. There you go. What about you, Nicole?
It's kind of funny. I feel like it's a
Thank you, by the way,
combination.
for everyone sharing. I'm sorry to cut you, Nicole. Thank you, Jeff, for sharing. Thank you, Deidre, for sharing. That's what it's about right here. Because once you start to speak it, it will become the reality. Okay, Yvonne, thank you very much for sharing. Go ahead, Nicole.
Okay, so so I felt like, it was kind of a combination of all three, really, right? So I would love to see that, cash flow continually come in, but I like the idea of a kind of what I call my oasis, right? So it's like I have a very large, kind of land where I can have, a small amount of animals, and I can have a barn where that can be my workshop and create. And, I can have other people live on the land and kind of create that community. I feel like I've been called or being pulling towards this place where we come together and we build together and we live together of the land and grow together. I feel like we've gotten so far away from that in all these walls and houses, and you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's at this time where we're coming back to just being a community for each other. I really, really, truly believe that. And so, all I ever picture is just, having, plants grow and, picking my cilantro and, making dinner and, having our chickens with eggs, and the kids go collect the eggs, and you know what I'm saying? And then being able to pick up and say, okay, yeah, man, let's head over to Italy and check it out, because I'm cash flowing so well and everything is so structured and it's just flowing, and we're not stressed about the day to day. So that's
it.
where I went. Right?
I can see it and feel that. Yes.
Right. Do you see it? Do you see the sunflowers? You know what I'm saying? Do you smell the breeze? Like that? That's what I'm feeling.
I'm with you with the garden and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I am too. Homesteading. I've been watching a lot about homesteading and making my own things and growing my own. Yes. Even though I'm in a concrete jungle now, but that would definitely be my dream.
Now y'all have jumped into, I'm going to jump to Michael real quick. And then a lot of y'all said some of the similar stuff. And Jeff actually has chickens, right, Jeff?
I
Jeff.
do. I have 4 chickens and plenty of eggs if you ever need any.
That's
pass it along. Yes.
Yeah. So
I
Jeff
needed those eggs a month ago.
Yeah, Jeff actually sent me a picture. Hey, this is what I'm doing in my backyard. I was like, oh, really? Okay, you got them
Good
chickens
stuff.
already.
That's what's up, right? You could have made a mortgage payment with that.
There you go. So at the end of the day, just like we're talking, a lot of us are feeling some of the similar things as we speak, similar age group. And I think that this is kind of like the exodus time for a lot of people in homesteading, period. It has taken off and I love it personally. Obviously, I'm a Green Foods Market. You know, my family is living like that, but we want to even live more like that. So I love that. But cash flow and rentals and real estate, just real estate in general, you could do the same thing. All right, we're going to show you some of those skills. You could do the same thing that I do to find houses, to flip whole as rentals, this, that, the other, to do the same for farming. Okay. All right. So I'm excited because, again, y'all gonna have homework. Y'all have homework now. All right. And I'll tell you a little bit at the end. Michael.
Who said about this homework? I didn't
homework, man. Homework. But this is good homework. Okay. This is good homework.
Sure, I believe you.
Yeah. That's what the teacher said all the time, right? It was like, nah.
Right.
You will learn why we said
no. That personal homework. What's that personal homework?
This is personally good homework, right? Because then once you start looking, right, it will come towards you, right? I mean, I don't know how religious everybody is, but I remember the text that says, knock. Well, first of all, what did he say? Seek, knock, and he found.
And you shall find, yeah.
Right. And what do I do every day? I'm seeking knowledge, right? I'm seeking the pre-foreclosures. I'm seeking the probates. I'm seeking farms. I'm seeking land that I know is in distress because I have certain skills, but I am seeking. Then I'm going to do what? I'm going to knock. And then you could go to 1 or 2, 3, 4, maybe 100 people, but then you're going to find what you're looking for. Okay? Then you're going to find it. That I promise you, because it was already written. This is ancient talk.
Preaching today.
Right? Like, I had to think about it while I was driving here. I was like, what am I going to talk about? You know, this is a moment right here. Right? So before I get too into it, Michael.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me. So what are your goals in real estate and what do you really want to do?
The goals in real estate is really just to create cash flow without actually having to, get out there and work for it, right? Have the real estate work for itself and create a portfolio to the point to where I can see the aspect of financial freedom, what financial freedom really means to me, right? And that means a legacy left behind for my family. That means an opportunity to have a foundation that my children's can live on, and that's really where I see myself striving for and working towards.
Very good, very good. And real estate could do that. I can't tell you enough, right? You know, certain hospitals are named after people just because they own the land or they donated the land, right? And that's hundreds of years later, they still have the name. Okay, legacy is a real thing, right? There are certain streets in our county that are named after the families that own the land there. Okay, So legacy is definitely what real estate is all about. And again, hopping back into, thank you very much, Michael, for sharing that.
Sure.
So I know we only have a little bit more time, 5 more minutes, it says, but I'm going to go a little deep. All right. So we seek, we knock, we find. 3 things, right? Seek, knock, find. I want you to do, this is the homework. All right. I'm going to share a lot of concepts in a short bit, but I want you to do this special homework. I want you to go and think in your mind, what is the number that I need to reach? What's the number that is a comfortable number for me? It could be $3,000. I could survive peacefully with $3,000. All my bills are paid. And I have no bills. I want you to go to that level. I have no bills. What do I need to live on? So take account of your bills, but also take an account of what's the lifestyle like? 30 days you have, right? 28 days in February, sometimes 29. But what is it that you really want, right? What is it that, oh, I want to travel once a month. Okay, you could do that. Find out what that number is. Find out how you like to live when you travel. Find out where you want to drive, where you want to go, who you are going to help, right? A lot of my beginning was, I want to help my family. And then I said, okay, well, I'm doing something like that, but I want to live, right? So I want to travel now. I want to travel like I used to when I had a job. You get what I'm saying? So I had to dive all the way back and say, what was that number like? Then I said, okay, I like to eat sometimes. I don't eat a lot, but I like to, travel and eat. Simple stuff like this. I didn't want a car payment. How much is the car that I want? Pay it off. One shot. Now, of course, Michael is a credit repair guru, so he might say against that, because credit is good. But just feel what it would feel like with no car payment. You get what I'm saying? With no mortgage, right? And then you write down that number. What's that number look like for you? And it's a personalized number, okay? Second step, everyone talked a little bit about homesteading. So the next one that we're going to do, I'm going to talk about homesteading, right? And how we actually found some land off market, right? And it was 20 acres, and we were able to go to Alabama and buy it for $13,000, right? So that's real, right? Now that appraised value right now is way higher, right? We look at it all the time, just because, hey, push come to shove, push come to shove, right? So again, I want you to do what? What's the first thing? Seek. Okay? Seek. Knock and find. What is knocking, right? You don't have to knock on the door. You can call them, right? Hey, I saw that and I want you all to do this. This is the exercise, right? I want you to go to landwatch.com. So put that in, and I'm going to put that in the chat. Somebody put that in the chat, landwatch.com. Okay? Put landwatch.com, right? Also, put in, just Google, right? Farms for sale. That's it. Farms for sale. 2 sites. And just start looking it up. Just look it up. And then I want you to do the next step, right? Remember that brokers and realtors and people that have their land listed are listing it to sell, okay? So they already said, hey guys, I want to sell. So now I want you to go over there and start calling. You seek, because you got those 2 sites. And now I want you to call. You know what? Oh, I'm not a real estate investor yet. I have to learn this. None of that. I don't want to hear none of that. That's a mindset thing. That's not a reality. Okay.
The anxiety does set in, like, what am I supposed to say?
Right.
What am I supposed to ask? Like, what, how am I supposed to approach them on the phone? What's the information I'm looking for?
Right. And thank you very much, Nicole, for saying that. That is the truth. Right. So the very first call is going to feel a little clunky, right? So you're going to say, I want you to just asking. You're just asking questions. Kind of like when you go to order food. Do it like you're ordering food. How many ordered food? How many like to eat good food, right? Just order it. Yeah. Hey, I would like my fries with this and that. Is that possible? That's the conversation now, right? So the mindset is going to be tricked to saying, after you do a couple calls, I want you to do at least 5 calls until we meet next week, right? It's going to start to get fluid, and you're going to meet somebody. Look at the familiar faces. Look at all of the people that are listing. Try to resonate. Try to create that, right? Look at the broker. Look at the realtor. Do they look like they're happy? Would they look like I'm a person that you would talk to and they feel comfortable with? Just call them. That's it. Right?
What does
You
it
look
sound
at
like?
it. Okay, so good point. I like that. So it sounds like ordering food. Hey, I saw your listing online for this farm. Really interested in it. Could you tell me a little bit about it? And just listen. They're going to tell you everything that you need, and you just need to start writing the notes. Writing the notes. Stuff that stick out to you. What's best about this property? I'm going to send a little link to everybody so they have a little script kind of thing just to keep you on track, so you have a little bit of that. But what's best about this property? What's wrong with it? Right? What's best? What's wrong? How quickly do they need to sell? 3 things. What's best? What's wrong? How quickly do they need to sell? And you're showing interest. I like to say this. Can you educate me about this? It's my first time. Beautiful. Beautiful. People don't know that the newbie effect is the greatest thing that you could ever have. My newbie effect is great. I miss it, to be honest. You get what I'm saying? Because the newbie effect says it's kind of like when you're young and traveling all over the place and people want to help you, right? How many have traveled outside and saw that same thing? Have you traveled? I know, Deidre, you have definitely traveled. You're a jet setter, okay? Nicole, right? When you were traveling, Yvonne, people want to help, right? People want to help you. Of course, you're going to have some bad apples, but who cares about that? You're getting closer to getting your homestead. All right, so you see how I piggyback off of the first step, but the second step is I'm getting closer to my homestead. Nathaniel said, wait, Nathaniel did not say that, but the Bible said that, or God said that. You can't mess with God. He said it, right? And I'm not a preacher, but I'm just telling you, this is what goes through my brain, right? Then you say, why am I doing it for? So write down, why are you doing it? All right, so that's the next step. These are things that will anchor you into that mindset that you're creating right now. I have to do it every day. I have to, okay? It's not easy because some of the things that you're about to accomplish, all of you at this wonderful table, the closing table. This is the closing table right here. I see it. So the things that you all are about to accomplish, maybe your family never even knew that you could accomplish it. They didn't even have the time or understanding that it could be accomplished. So you imagine you have all of that going in, but you had to say, well, God said, see, come on, help me. Somebody got to help me.
See, oh,
I'm
fine.
fine.
There you go. Right. So these 3 things is what this is it. Hey, I'm just calling, because I saw this farm, man. It really looks good. The pictures look amazing. Wow. Right.
I love the angle of like just being honest with being new to this.
Oh yeah.
Legendary. That kind of takes a lot of pressure off.
Take all the pressure. You take all the pressure off and go put the pressure on those professionals that are listing the property. That's what you're doing, right? Hey, I don't know, but I'm curious about this property. Are they going to ask you all these crazy questions? No. because I am asking you, seller, the questions. I'm learning from you to make sure that I'm making the right decision when I'm about to buy. So
And then we have you to ask the real questions.
I want everybody to say, I'm a buyer.
I'm a buyer.
I'm a buyer.
Ooh, I like it. Come on, Deidre, say it.
I will be a buyer. I'm a buyer, yes.
There you go. I'm a buyer. I am a buyer.
I am a buyer.
I'm a buyer of real estate. Say it after me. I'm a buyer. Jeff, you there?
I'm a buyer of real estate.
That's right.
That's
That's
right.
right. So say that and write that on your paper. You taking notes, folks? I hope you are. Write that on your paper, right? I'm a buyer of real estate. I'm just calling to ask some questions so you could educate me. If they didn't educate you, they didn't do their job right. You understand? So you put the pressure back on them. You're a new person. Hey, listen, I'm interested in this land. I'm interested in the farm, man. This is beautiful. And ask them all of the questions that are deep down in your heart. You get what I'm saying? Ask them the questions that are deep down in your heart. You don't, and I'm going to pray on y'all anyway, because I know that a fact that this is the closing table, right? You all are going to close on something. I already know it. Because all he said is do seek, knock. What's the last one?
Fine.
That's it, right? And then you have somebody who's behind you right here that is highly experienced in all forms of transactions. This is what I love to do. This is what I do for a living, right? This is what I like. This is what I enjoy. And this is what brings me the greatest gratitude that I'm able to share it with y'all right here, because I know all of y'all very well. And I know what I could do for my people that I know very well, understand. And some of you already know because, again, you've known me personally. You get what I'm saying? So that is the same thing that goes. Nathaniel's going to stop at nothing to make this happen. That's a little engine. You got a network. You get what I'm saying? You got a network. Y'all laughing.
You said engine. I just heard in my mind. I heard the little caboose. Chug, chug. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. I mean, I did it.
Love
already,
it.
right? This is all it is, right? This is y'all's first step, but it's gonna keep going, right? Keep going. You might say, you know what? I saw this land, Nathaniel, and I'm interested in this one really good. Talk to the broker or talk to the seller, and I like it. And then that's when we analyze it. So I'm looking forward to analyzing what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I'm gonna do it too, because I love it. Okay.
So next week, is that what we're doing? We're bringing back at least one deal that we called on.
That's all you have to do. And just have the notes of what you talked about, right? Because then you're building what the realtors and brokers call a buy box.
So do me a favor and repeat the websites one more time.
I also put it in the chat too.
It's in the chat. Yeah,
where's the chat?
Land
So if you go to the right, there's a little message box.
And I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna make sure that they're still up. Sometimes these sites.
But landwatch.com.
Landwatch, yeah, and farms for sale.
Yep. Still there. Yep.
Landwatch.com. And what was the other one?
Landwatch.com and
farms for sale.
Okay.
And I just pulled up the landwatch.com, right? And there is one that you could directly talk to sellers, right? All right, Jeff, we see you now. Welcome to the chat. There's one that has owner financing. Okay, owner financing is amazing. So again, you can call a broker, a seller, or owner finance seller. You just call them, and we'll pick up where we left off next week. So again, all we have to do is do what?
Seek, knock, and
seek, knock and find.
There you go. And, oh, look at that! My folks just joined. Hello, Prince. So again, we seek, we knock, we find. Okay, and again, the newbie effect is the greatest thing. You know, in less than 7-8 months, you're going to be like pros, but you're going to miss the newbie experience, right? Because you always learn something new. Always keep that in the back of your mind. Just keep an open mind. You will learn something new. Learn about mineral rights. We were already at the closing table buying this land. I didn't know. Oh, it says, oh, a seller may sever, all of the mineral rights. They had all of this stated in there. I was like, wait a minute, let me look this up. Let me make sure this is the right deal, Mom and Daddy. Because I want some gas. If we got some gas on the line, I need to get this minerals. You understand? Right? So at the end of the day, right, you're thinking for yourself, right? You're processing. I'm learning. This is exciting. I'm learning, right, to create an opportunity and learn what these opportunities can be, right? So all we're doing is just calling, we seek, knock, find, and then we're going to think about it. And then it's going to get you, when you do these calls, you're going to get into your spirit saying, okay, I want, you know what, I do want to land with some mineral rights. Let me look at what mineral rights can do. Oh, wait a minute. I could sell mineral rights too, or I could lease it out. Right? Oh, wait a minute. What is easements? Now you come, because they're going to tell you everything. They're going to tell you everything. All these buzzwords that they tell you, I want you to write them down. Okay? Write them down. And then we'll meet up again next Wednesday. Keep it on your calendar. And then we're going to go over the homework. And I look forward to helping you, each and every one of you, close on one of these beautiful farms again, okay? Because it's possible, right? Say after me, it's possible.
It is possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
All right, let me tell you, before I get out, let me tell you this. Farms are going to be so needed very soon because they just, they have the tariffs, they have the deportation, all of that is happening. So these farms are going to, if they don't have heirs and family members and people that want to buy them, right? We're expecting, I'm a businessman, I'm expecting the big guys to buy a bunch. But definitely you're going to have an opportunity of a lifetime. That's happening right now. So if you want to get extra credit, right, look up states that are having issues with farming already. My parents already found one. It's already on the news, right? And then again, you say, oh, well, wait, I could live over there. I could live over there. I like that area. We could make this happen. Me and a couple of friends are going to go over here. We're going to have our little farm because they're going to give away these lands. All right. So keep that in the back of your mind for extra credit. Put that down. But I want you to go seek, knock, and find. And I know you're going to find. Right? I know you can see because you really want this, right? Really want it? Woo! Get excited. I really want it. Woo! Come on now. Get excited. What is up with the energy? I need you to be up.
Yes. Yes.
Think about it now. Before we head off, I want you to say to yourself and think right now. Think about that farm, that house, that building, whatever it is. Just think. Think about the chickens. Think about the goats. If you want horses, think about the horses. If you just want peaceful, picturesque views, to get pictures all day or a little villa, whatever, think about it for 3 seconds. How does that feel?
Amazing.
All right. Now I know it's a lot of homework, but I want you to write down, and this is for you, write down what that felt like, how you felt, what you saw. Okay? And when you do that, that's all you have to do. All right? So I look forward to seeing you all again Wednesday. Any questions for me at all? All right. I think we did good. Y'all did really good. I love it. I see the closing table. This is it right here. And I look forward to seeing you all. again on Wednesday. All right. Thank you
It's
again
nice
for
to meet
coming in.
everybody. Thank you for your time.
Oh yeah, you're very
Bye.
welcome. Take it
Bye.
easy.